What truly lies beneath the surface of the world's oldest and largest fraternity? For centuries, Freemasonry has captured the imagination of millions, often shrouded in a veil of mystery and speculation. Many people see the iconic square and compasses emblem but understand very little about the journey it represents. This journey is not one of secret world domination or hidden treasure, but a deeply personal quest for self-improvement. It is a structured path of moral and philosophical education, designed to take a good man and help him become an even better one. The entire system is built upon a foundation known as the Blue Lodge, the starting point for every single Mason. The Blue Lodge, also known as the Craft Lodge, is the fundamental body of Freemasonry. No one can become a Mason without first joining a Blue Lodge and progressing through its degrees. Think of it as the grade school of the Masonic educational system. It provides the essential lessons upon which everything else is built. Within its walls, men from all walks of life, different professions, religions, and backgrounds meet on a level playing field. Here, titles and wealth are left outside the door. The focus is on shared values, brotherhood, relief, and truth. This is where a candidate first learns the symbolic language of the fraternity, a language that uses the tools of ancient stonemasons to teach timeless moral lessons. The purpose of the Blue Lodge is to guide a man through 3 distinct stages or degrees that represent a symbolic journey of personal and spiritual growth. Each degree builds upon the last, revealing more of the fraternity's philosophy and challenging the candidate to reflect on his own character. These ceremonies are not just rituals to be memorized, they are profound allegorical plays in which the candidate is the main character. The experience is designed to be transformative, encouraging introspection and a commitment to living a more virtuous and honorable life. The lessons learned in the Blue Lodge are intended to last a lifetime, shaping a Mason's conduct both inside and outside the lodge. The journey begins when a man, of his own free will and accord, petitions a local lodge for membership. This is a crucial first step, as Freemasonry does not recruit. A candidate must seek it out. If his petition is accepted after a thorough investigation and a unanimous ballot by the members, he is scheduled for his first degree. This marks his formal entry into the fraternity and the beginning of his Masonic education. He is prepared to take his first symbolic steps from darkness into light, embarking on a path that promises not riches or power, but something far more valuable, a deeper understanding of himself and his place in the world. This is the bedrock upon which his entire Masonic career will be constructed. The first degree a candidate receives is that of the Entered Apprentice. This stage represents birth or youth in a man's Masonic life, where he is introduced to the foundational principles of the fraternity. As an apprentice, he is considered a beginner, taking his first tentative steps into a new world of symbolism and moral instruction. He is presented with the basic working tools of a stonemason, such as the 24-inch gauge and the common gavel, and is taught how their functions symbolize the way he should manage his time and divest his heart of vice. The lessons are centered on the importance of faith, secrecy, and obedience to the moral law. It is a time for quiet observation and learning to control one's passions. Upon proving his proficiency in the lessons of the first degree, the Entered Apprentice is ready to advance to the second degree, that of the Fellowcraft. This degree represents the stage of manhood and responsibility, a time for intellectual growth and the pursuit of knowledge. The focus shifts from the basic tenets of morality to the liberal arts and sciences, encouraging the Mason to expand his mind and appreciate the wonders of the natural world. The symbolism of the Fellowcraft degree is rich with references to geometry, architecture, and the importance of labor, both physical and intellectual. The candidate is symbolically paid the wages of a craftsman, representing the rewards of diligent effort and study. The transition from Entered Apprentice to Fellowcraft is a significant one. While the first degree emphasizes inward reflection and subduing one's passions, the second degree encourages the Mason to look outward and engage with the world through learning. He is symbolically led up a winding staircase, representing the challenges and rewards of a classical education. The lessons impress upon him that a true Mason is not just a man of good morals, but also one who values reason, logic, and the pursuit of truth. This stage is about building upon the solid foundation laid in the first degree, adding the pillars of knowledge and wisdom to his personal temple of character. It prepares him for the final and most profound degree of the Blue Lodge. The core goal of these first 2 degrees is to lay the groundwork for becoming a complete Mason. The entered apprentice learns to control his actions and thoughts, creating an internal foundation of virtue. The Fellowcraft then builds upon this foundation by acquiring knowledge and developing his intellect, learning how to apply reason to his moral framework. Together, these degrees prepare him for the ultimate lessons of Masonic philosophy that await him in the final stage. He learns that self-improvement is an active, lifelong process that requires both moral discipline and intellectual curiosity. He is no longer a rough stone, but one that is being shaped and polished for a higher purpose. The third and final degree of the Blue Lodge is that of the Master Mason. This is considered the pinnacle of ancient craft masonry, and is by far the most dramatic and profound of the 3 degrees. It represents the stage of maturity, wisdom, and the inevitable confrontation with mortality. The central allegory of this degree is the story of Hiram Abiff, the legendary chief architect of King Solomon's temple. The candidate participates in a symbolic reenactment of Hiram's story, his unwavering fidelity to his duties and his ultimate tragic fate at the hands of ruffians who try to extort the master's secrets from him. This powerful narrative teaches the most important lessons in Freemasonry. The story of Hiram Abiff serves as a timeless allegory for integrity, loyalty, and the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. Hiram's refusal to betray his trust even in the face of death becomes a powerful example of honor and faithfulness. The candidate learns that a true Mason must remain steadfast in his principles, regardless of the pressures or dangers he may face. The degree explores the themes of loss, the tragedy of unfinished work, and the certainty of death. However, it does not end in despair. It ultimately teaches a great lesson of faith in a higher power and the belief in the immortality of the soul, assuring the candidate that a virtuous life endures beyond the grave. Becoming a Master Mason completes a man's journey through the Blue Lodge. He is now considered a full member of the fraternity, entitled to all the rights and privileges that come with it. He can hold office in his lodge, participate in its governance, and travel to visit other lodges around the world. But more importantly, he has been given the complete set of symbolic tools for his own self-improvement. He has symbolically died to the vices of his old self, and has been raised to a new life of faith and fidelity. The goal of Freemasonry, to make good men better, is fully realized in the lessons of this sublime degree. Upon being raised to the degree of Master Mason, the symbolic journey within the Blue Lodge is complete, but the real work has just begun. The Mason is now expected to apply the lessons he has learned to his daily life, to his family, and to his community. The story of Hiram Abiff is not just a historical drama, it is a moral blueprint for living a life of purpose and integrity. It reminds every Master Mason of his duty to be a pillar of strength and a source of light for others. He has reached the summit of ancient craft masonry, but for many, this is not the end of their Masonic education, but rather the beginning of a new chapter of exploration. Once a man becomes a Master Mason, he has the option to continue his Masonic education by joining what are known as appendant or concordant bodies. These are separate organizations that require Blue Lodge membership as a prerequisite. They are not higher degrees in the sense of authority. The Master Mason degree is the highest and final degree in all of Freemasonry. Instead, these bodies offer to expand upon the themes and lessons introduced in the Blue Lodge, providing deeper dives into specific philosophical, historical, or chivalric traditions. The choice to join is entirely personal, driven by a Mason's individual interests and his desire for further light and knowledge. Two of the most prominent appendant bodies are the Scottish Rite and the York Rite. The Scottish Rite builds upon the Blue Lodge's foundation by conferring a series of 29 additional degrees, numbered from the 4th to the 32nd. These degrees are elaborate theatrical presentations that explore a wide range of philosophical, religious, and historical subjects. They delve into concepts of ethics, governance, and the nature of divinity, drawing from centuries of human wisdom. The York Rite, on the other hand, is a collection of 3 distinct bodies: the Royal Arch Chapter, the Cryptic Council, and the Knights Templar Commandery. Each offers its own unique set of lessons, from the recovery of lost secrets to lessons based on biblical history and Christian chivalry. Another well-known organization many Master Masons join is Shriners International. It is important to note that the Shriners is not a degree system but a fraternity focused on fun, fellowship, and philanthropy. Its members are famous for their red fezzes, colorful parades, and most importantly, Their support for the Shriners Hospitals for Children, a network of 22 pediatric hospitals that provide expert care regardless of a family's ability to pay. To become a Shriner, a man must first be a Master Mason, making it a Masonic appendant body with a very public and charitable mission. It offers Masons an outlet to apply the principle of relief in a direct and impactful way. Ultimately, the Masonic journey is a layered and deeply personal path of discovery. The Blue Lodge provides the essential, universal foundation for every Mason. From there, appendant bodies like the Scottish Rite, York Rite, and the Shriners offer specialized avenues for those who wish to explore further, make new friends, and strengthen the bonds of brotherhood. Some Masons are content with the profound lessons of the first 3 degrees, while others feel a calling to continue their search for more light. Each path is valid, and the choice itself is a reflection of the Masonic principle of free will. This structure ensures that Freemasonry offers a rich and varied experience, with mysteries and lessons waiting to be uncovered, a topic we will explore further, along with its controversies, in the next part.